Like the 99% of like NFTs right now are probably going to be worth nothing like next year. But like if you had money, like if you were like in a very like much so wealthy situation where you can afford to invest like a lot of money into stocks and crypto, it's like NFTs now are being like specifically CryptoPunks, because those are the first NFTs that were ever like created in 2016. They're treated no different right now than like a currency, because they're just trading them like they're trades. Like in the NFT world, like I'm all over NFT Twitter right now, because like I've recently gotten to Twitter and I'm just getting so many different like NFT things like on my threads and shit. And like I like FaZe Banks. He's been making a ton of money off of NFTs as well. But like in NFT world, if you hold like a CryptoPunk for more than 3 weeks, that's eternity. Like they're literally like what they're doing right now is
Sounds like
there's all
Pokemon trading.
yeah, exactly. It's like all these different like designed like CryptoPunks that were created like a stupid amount of time ago on OpenSea, I think is where you can buy them. And like all of them are there, and then you can see what the floor price is. So like the lowest like top 10 CryptoPunks are, and then you can see like what the high ceiling is. And it's like kind of sus, but like so many like rich people are just wiping out the floor right now as Ethereum is moving. And all these different CryptoPunks, if you got in a few years ago, like I think that like a month ago, the floor was like 4 or 5 ETH. Now the floor for CryptoPunks is like 25, 50. That's
Wow.
incredibly higher than the return of Ethereum in the last 3 months. Ethereum 3 months ago was at $4,200. The NFT space for CryptoPunks, it's like 7x. It's like since that top. Like it's crazy, bro. And FaZe Banks, I think he bought like 9 CryptoPunks for $600,000 in March at like the midst of like the bull market. He bought 9 for $600,000. He spent a lot of money, and he's been like very passionate about like he started FaZe Clan. He's a huge gamer. He was into Pokemon. He was into back like all of this other type of stuff, and like he's like a huge art guy. Never really like dabbled with crypto because like it was boring to him. And then he like realized that like NFTs like is crypto, but like also with like art and like a ton of cool designs. And he understands that whether you like it or not, in the next few years or so, like everyone's going to be like implementing NFTs with every business model, every day of life. Like you don't see it now, but like it's going to be a thing. Gary Vee even said it. But
I was about to say that, yeah, about the Gary Vee thing, where he was talking about like the Instagram of NFTs, where you can like go on this like social platform and like go into someone's profile. It's like, oh, here are like the Jets tickets I bought last year, or like something like that. I'm like, that is really incredible idea, and that's like the best use case for NFTs possible. Like I would love that.
literally though, but so he spent $600,000 on 9 CryptoPunks in his portfolio. He sold a CryptoPunk like Thursday, I think, like a few days ago or last week. He sold one that he paid, I think he paid like 90 grand for it. It's his most expensive one. He sold it for $650,000 last week. That was his entire portfolio. And he said, I was watching his podcast, Mom's Basement or whatever, and then all his Twitter tweets and everything. Like he explained on his IG story last night. If you go on Banks on Instagram, he explains like everything about NFTs that you need to know, basically. But he said there's no doubt in his mind that within the next couple of years, each one of those NFTs, like CryptoPunks in his portfolio, is going to be worth $1 million each. And the only reason why he sold like that one CryptoPunk last week is because he was able to cover his entire like investment that he like all 9 of them that he has is now for free. And there, if he sold all of them right now, they'd be worth about like $3 million. He spent 600 grand on 9.
Yeah,
and that's $3.6 million when Ethereum has retraced like 40% in value during that time span.
Yeah, that's
Like imagine what these are going to be worth when ETH is back at like 8K, 10K. Gary Vee last week bought a $3.5 million NFT CryptoPunk.
Wow.
$3.5 million on one.
That was dumb.
Dude. Like
That was dumb.
dude, Gary Vee understands how much that's gonna be worth like a few years down the road.
The only reason it's gonna be worth money is because Gary Vee bought it and people buying
Take
it.
advantage, take advantage of that. Dude,
yeah.
the best part about these CryptoPunks, you guys say they're so expensive. You can buy fractional CryptoPunks, just like you can buy fractional Ethereum, fractional Bitcoin. Like you're like, oh, Bitcoin's like 30. Like the common investor in crypto, like when you first got into the space, you're like, oh, like Bitcoin's at $35,000. Like I can't afford that. And then like someone's like, oh, you can buy like fractional Bitcoin, and they're like, oh, like well that's stupid. Like I don't want to have like 0.1 Bitcoin. Like we obviously see where like Bitcoin and Ethereum's going. We obviously like it's the same thing with these NFTs, bro. And I'm telling you, like I'm like very like considering getting into like either a fractional CryptoPunk. I know The Yacht Club Apes are like really hot right now, and their floor right now is like 6 ETH. I think FaZe Banks was saying that their floor is probably going to be like around where these CryptoPunks are now, like within like the next 4 or 5 months. Like you could literally, like Josh, you're a degenerate trader. You could just be flipping these collectibles, collecting ETH. Like it's crazy. It's
That
crazy.
confuses me though, because isn't an NFT supposed to be collectible? How are you like? If I take a Pokemon card for example, I can't rip it up and give someone like a portion of that Pokemon card.
Because it's digital. You can if it's digital.
You have the
it's gonna
digital
be
owning
digital
rights.
Pokemon
You have
cards.
it's no difference than what's that type?
Dude, it's digital. It's fake. Just
I know,
look
but
at it that way.
what's that real estate? Like what's that type of real estate investment that you can invest in? Like I always see the ads. Not a REIT. Like you can literally
World 2.0.
No, not that. Not
What
that.
That stuff is so stupid.
I can't think right now. But like technically, yeah, REIT, but I don't know. I can't. I'm tired.
Dude, I'm looking at some of these things on OpenSea, and like you can pay like 0.47 Ethereum for them, 0.16.
Talk about the CryptoPunks.
0.02. No, I'm just on OpenSea, just random people. Like this one's actually kind of cool. Candy Digital Dodgers World Series Championship NFT for.
Yeah, some of them are really cool. Like I understand the concept behind it, and some of them are really cool.
They're just collectibles, though. They're gonna. It's not like they're gonna turn into like fucking. It's not like you can trade a fucking Mona Lisa for for a call. Well, I guess it could if you owned it.
But dude, like what you said perfectly, or like the only reason why people are buying these is because Gary Vee bought it.
Yeah,
like,
so that means
you know where the creator economy is going these like next 5 years, bro. And like at the end of the day, every single thing that has value, whether it's like money, like cash, crypto, like it's all about, it's like the end of the day, it's influence. And if these like communities, these different Discord communities that are like minting these different crypto projects, and they build like a disgusting community, and like it's a snowball effect after that. It's no different than like
but it's
the
not
US dollar, bro.
Yeah, so the only way I'd be able to make money, like with the way you're saying, and the way I actually understand it, the way is if I bought one of these. Say I buy this Dodgers World Series one for 0.02 Ethereum. If our podcast blows up and I actually become well known, like Grant Cardone or somebody, and then I sell my NFT that I bought,
Nah, that's not true, because like CryptoPunk is the OG NFT. They're obviously gonna acquire some sort of use case in like the next, like whether it's next year moving forward. A lot of like you just have to do your homework, and you have to understand what this community's plan is with their project. What they try to like establish some sort of use case. It's no difference than like any like type of asset. Like literally though, like
yeah, well, like you just said,
we're very, very early. Like we're very early.
I agree with the only 0.1% will ever be worth a lot of money. 99.9%.
You were talking about NFTs, Josh, how you said like it's like, oh, like how I make money is if I buy one, like podcast blows up, I shill it, like whatever. That reminded me of a thing I saw on Twitter this week with Teen Executive. Did you guys know what I'm about? Yeah, no. So like Teen Executive, he's a kid, so like I can't like bully him on like the internet. But like I just don't like how he understands like that NFTs are hot right now. And what he's doing is he's making his own NFTs. Like I think the first one that he sold was an NFT of his first viral TikTok video, which is completely fine to sell. Like he has a great following he has like 200,000 followers on TikTok, right. 40K on Twitter. Like, yeah, he can sell his most viral like TikTok NFT, and he sold it for 2 ETH, and like good for the kid. But like recently he's making like these very like he's not trying at all with these NFTs. Like there was like a penny coin that had his face on it, and he tried selling it for like an ETH, and like he knows that CryptoPunks are hot right now. He probably fivered someone like $300 to make him like a clothing line of these Teen Executive CryptoPunk NFTs, and he sold one for 2 ETH the other day. And like he knows one?
Get your bag up.
He sold one for like 2 ETH. The CryptoPunk one, not like his TikTok. He sold another one, and he understands. Like he's a smart kid. He knows that those aren't worth shit. Like he knows that they're not worth anything, and he's just like using his followers, bro, to just like promote them. And he's like,
no different than the FaZe guys. That's exactly what it is.
No, the difference.
I think it's different.
No, that's a lot different. The difference is like, I mean, they told you to buy something, and then they had money in it, and then they sold it. Like what he's doing is he's putting like shit on sticks, and he's like, take this for like 2 ETH. Like this thing's going to the like, and then he has the money. He doesn't have to sell anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just using his fans right now.
I guess
and
the real question is, why aren't we doing that?
Because it's
we have morals.
Yeah, it's unethical to do that. I'd rather earn money.
If they're stupid enough to pay, sell them shit on a stick.
That's what he's doing. He's like, take this. Like, give me your address wallet. And then like these guys that are buying it, like I think the guy that bought his like TikTok NFT, he like relisted it on OpenSea for like 100 ETH. Like no one's gonna buy that.
So pretty much what you just said is that kid is the fucking Wish of NFTs. Just takes these knockoffs. He's like, buy them for half price, baby.
Well, you never know if they get even bigger. Like more people get into this sector. You never know how much they can be worth.
You know,
especially if he keeps growing.
He's selling digital merch. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
But for an absurd amount of money, bro. Like, you know how much 2 Ethereum is? Like, that's like $5,000, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, I'm not
$5,000 now.
And you're never seeing that merch. You're never seeing that merch. Like it's in your Coinbase wallet. Like
with the
show your buddies like, hey, I just bought this 14-year-old kid's NFT for $5,000.
This, like string of digits.
Like it's crazy, bro. It's like
now when he sold, he said he sold his TikTok, his first video TikTok NFT,
like his viral video. Yeah.
So what I get out of these NFTs is you're selling the legal right to that digital document. So somebody could take that and edit it any way they want because they own the legal right to it at that point.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Correct? Am I wrong in thinking that?
No, like it's their property.
All right. So why have we not bought these of our enemies and done what we want with them?
Because they're not selling their
we can make a whole podcast out of
this. Like edit it.
Did you guys see? It was a few months back, actually. Like the heat. I think it was like April, like right in the middle of the bull run. Charlie Bit My Finger, that like famous like UK like first viral video on YouTube, got delisted, and the family was like going through a tough time, so they resold it as an NFT for like $500,000.
Are you serious?
Wait.
I'm actually surprised on 2 accounts. It got delisted off YouTube.
No. They took it down so they could resell it somewhere.
Oh,
so you have like the exclusive right to it, so you could re-upload if you want.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Dude, I remember.
I mean, they go through a tough time family wise. I can't blame them. Like that's super smart.
How do you know your family's going through tough times?
The article I read. Actually, I'm a personal friend. Like we're really tight.
Somebody bit Charlie's finger off.
I'm Charlie. I changed my name to Caleb.
Yeah, you're shilling your NFT. It's like, it's still on OpenSea. Like, check it out.
Can you see all of the NFTs on OpenSea, like what they look like and everything, John? I've never been on it, so.
Yeah, so like from what I've seen, like there's a search engine bar, like any other like search engine. Like you can search like CryptoPunk, Teen Executive, whatever. But everyone has their own like wallet address too. So like when you upload, you can like when you upload an NFT, mint it and everything for the process, you just share it and then you can put it on like Twitter, Snapchat, like. Not TikTok because you can't click a link, but like there's a link and it just brings up your profile. It shows all the different NFTs that you have on the marketplace, all the different NFTs that you own. It's like a new economy, bro. Yeah. Like everyone's gonna be like, it's no different than like buying like Fortnite skins in a game or like buying like Yeezys or like stuff like that. Like there's gonna be a point where like these digital like JPEGs or whatever, like these JPEGs on your phone are gonna have like monetary value. All right, but yeah, so like the one more thing I just wanted to say about NFTs is like with these CryptoPunks is I've been seeing a lot of ways and how they're going to be like incorporating CryptoPunks with the real world. Like for instance, you're going to have exclusive access to like nightclubs, like different types of events and parties. And like all these different people are going to like form like an ecosystem, like economy, like sort of thing where they're bringing like this digital like JPEG or whatever you want to call it to like real world life. And like they're going to have all these different benefits from it. So like I just thought that was like another cool thing about NFTs that like not many people are talking about yet, and who don't understand what they are and stuff.
Yeah, because didn't Logan Paul do something like that? Like he gave away a NFT for like buying a pack of Pokemon cards or something, and then they gave if they bought that Pokemon pack or something, they got like an exclusive NFT that was like worth like more than the pack of Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah, and I could see good coming out of it too with like what you just said, Alex, with like some of these celebrities maybe raising money for charities and shit too. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's another
If you
thing.
think, if you think about it though, going back to like AR, what if you like have like your NFTs in like a augmented reality like space? Like if you have like your house with like your NFTs on your wall, would
You
that be kind
can.
of cool?
You literally
I
can
know.
already. You can
Can you?
already.
Oh, really? You
Yes.
can already.
Crypto Mason
Huh.
was talking about it last night. He has like this huge painting behind him, like where his YouTube setup is, and he's working on minting an NFT for that. And he's going to replace his like his framed photo in his house with a digital like version of it. Like it's
That's
gonna
sick.
like they use like this like magnetic technology. Like you can get NFTs of TVs, bro. Like it's crazy. Like everything's going digital. This digital transformation is going to be absurd, and NFTs are going to be a huge part of it. I'm telling
Dude,
you that right now.
you guys gotta. This makes me laugh, but you guys gotta watch. What is it? Demolition Man. Anybody seen that movie?
No, I
Never
never
Oh,
heard of
come on! It's got Sylvester Stallone and Taco
too
Bell.
old for us,
All that
man.
matters.
it. It came out in
Dude,
like the 70s.
watch Demolition Man, and then with all this like technology and John, you'd fucking love it because they jump into the future and they've been right on a few things so far. But with all that virtual reality, augmented reality, watch it and then watch the way they have sex. I'll just leave it at that.
Is it virtual?
Maybe.
Dude, like that's literally like it's literally where people are going. Like everything's going to be digital. It's insane. Like it's
Yeah, it
absolutely
will be.
absurd.
It will be eventually.
Kind of scary.
Can't
in
buy
a way, but-
fake Yeezys anymore because you gotta check the NFT tag.
It's true.
We get those
That's another thing. Just like authenticity, like with these NFTs, like anyone can just like in artwork, like NFT started as just like people thought it was art. Like you know how much fraud there is in like museums and stuff, like who bring in like paintings of like things and they're
There's
like, oh, like,
ridiculous
that's
amount of
fake.
fraud in terms of
Like
artwork.
yeah,
You
NFTs
can't, like, trace it back
completely
to
resolves
that.
that. Completely resolves that because it has the digital owning rights and like literally authenticity there and it's on the blockchain. Like you can't like you can see what people own and like where they got it from and like where it was originated and everything, and it's just like transparency, I guess,
Mhm.
at an extent.
Until
That's
someone
low-key,
actually do it all.
Yeah.
That's low-key why I love like the concept of VeChain. I don't love VeChain, but I love the concept of it because like supply chain where it's like, oh, is this food actually organic? Is this Nike shoe sourced from a child slave factory in Indonesia?
Yes, it is.
Like you could check it and you can't alter it. And it results in a more authentic version of the internet per se. It's like I feel like the internet right now we're in a stage where we're surrounded by a massive amount of like fakeness where it's like, oh, you look on Instagram, like, oh, that's my fake life, or it's like you go to YouTube, everything is polished and like there's nothing really like back in like the beginning of the 2010s, it was all like really, really authentic, candid kind of things on the internet. I think NFTs could bring back that sense of candidness because like you can't fake anything anymore. Not necessarily like you can't like post some shit on Instagram like 10 years from now. And it's like, oh, it's like my perfect life. But I mean, like that sense of candidness that I really missed about the internet, that sense of like, oh, like this is like new and novel. I can't wait to do this. Like, I don't really care about like being cringeworthy. I just want to do it to like have fun and like experience stuff like that. I think NFTs could bring that back, or like the sense of blockchain bringing it back authenticity wise.
Not to mention VeChain will probably play a huge role with JD, like you're saying, one of the best supply chain e-commerce businesses in China with that partnership with China.
It's in my opinion, like supply chain wise, it's better than Baba, like for sure. But I think it's the best business.
And like, who knows? Maybe they'll like. We obviously know that we're seeing this digital transformation, and it's going to create an economy in itself. Like maybe your NFTs can just like make you passive income. Like maybe just holding like maybe you can stake your CryptoPunk, or you can lend it out to people, and like there's just going to be like you can lend it out to like you can like I was saying, like you have to have a CryptoPunk in your wallet or whatever to get into these exclusive events. What if you don't? What if you can't make it to that exclusive event, and you're like, oh, like if anyone wants to go to this event in Miami, like it's a CryptoPunk meet, like I'll send you like a smart contract, like a DAO that like allows me to lend you my CryptoPunk for 36 hours for 10 grand, and like you can have the ticket to this very exclusive event that Gary Vee is gonna be there, like FaZe Banks is gonna be there, like Grant Cardone's gonna be there because they all have they all have CryptoPunks. Like if you want this, it's $10,000 for 36 hour access. Give me your address. Like dude, like there's so much money to be made. Like there's so much money to be made on the internet. Why wouldn't you be able to do that with NFTs too?
I like what you just said about that, holding an NFT in your wallet to get certain access. What if they did, if you had to hold a certain NFT in your wallet to buy a certain crypto?
I mean, right now that's just the CBDC, but it's eventually going to be cash, fiat.
Yeah.
The biggest influence is like what we spend money on. But yeah, like,
But
there could be
tiers.
There could be like tiers to like different projects and stuff. Like you have to have this one to be able to have access to that one. It's like no different than like a game that you're playing on your computer or something like that.
Well, it's like like I relate it to cars. I'm into cars, right? And there's like Ferrari does it, right? So you have to own certain types of Ferraris, special edition Ferraris, to buy their new special edition Ferrari. So it could be kind of like, yeah, oh yeah.
So like a credit card too, right?
What's that?
Like a credit card, like to get the Amex Black, you have to have the platinum, and you have to spend like $200,000 a year on like that card for the year. Like, yeah, they can definitely do that with NFTs.
Yeah, so I could see them doing that and then linking it to cryptocurrencies. So like you have to have this, whatever you call it, cyberpunk or whatever it is, CryptoPunk NFT to buy CryptoPunk's crypto that just came out, right, for $1 each, and then friggin', so on and so forth.
Or holding periods, you have to hold this for a year for you to be able to get the next one. Like, imagine like if Apple just changed their entire business model, like they copy non-fungible tokens. And they're like, oh, like you have to have the iPhone 12 Pro Max for a year and a half. You have to have that one first before you can get the new one. You can't just buy the new one if you're on Samsung. You have to buy our old product first and be in our system.
That'd be insane.
I don't know if they would do that.
Just straight monopoly.
Like,
that's not a monopoly because for like I just said, Ferrari, you have to do that. They just you can put stipulations about who buys and how you buy their product. That's not illegal at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see them. I could see that. That's
the possibilities are endless for these kind of things. I think just me listening to like John or Josh or Alex talk about this right now is like really getting me excited. It's like what.
Well, speaking of